From Artemis Oracle. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I'm going to be doing a collective reading, so I'm just going to do this right now. I always tend to forget this. 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do a collective reading. I have my Archangel Michael Oracle deck with me. Let's see what messages does Archangel Michael have for you all. What message does Archangel Michael have for the collective for the highest and greatest good? What message does Archangel Michael have for the highest and greatest good? What message does Archangel Michael have for the collective that is for the highest and greatest good? I wonder how all of you are doing with this new moon in Cancer. Are some of you feeling more emotional than usual? Are you feeling sensitive or desensitized? Okay, we got one card. Embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. So we have the number 11. Yeah, so I don't know if some of you are trying to manifest more money in your life, more abundance, because that coin is just really sticking out to me. Hi, Mona, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. So yeah, some of you need to embrace the moment, this magical moment. This may be the perfect time for you to start manifesting, or at least setting intentions for what it is that you want. And we are today in a new moon in Cancer, and new moons are about setting new intentions. They represent new beginnings. So this could be an opportunity to consider what intentions you want to set until we have the next new moon, which will be in Leo, and that will most likely be on August, the middle of August, maybe August 13th or 14th, around there. But today's the the new moon in Cancer. So this some of you could be in this energy where, and this is what the new moon in Cancer does. It asks for you to be in this energy of being at home, not only within your actual home, but being at home with yourself, being in peace with yourself, in your own solitude, but it could also have to do with connecting with your family, your loved ones. And the moonology new moon in Cancer card, it says you and your loved ones are protected. So if some of you were concerned about that, you are protected, you're safe. And if anytime you need any assistance or protection, you can always call on Archangel Michael, your spirit team, your angels, your guardian angels. Okay, what else does the collective need to know? What other messages, what other Archangel Michael messages does the collective need to know? All is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I'll be there to help you every step of the way. So there may be something that you're wanting to initiate with a number 1 beginning. It's the beginning. It's the start. So there may be something that you're initiating, and right now is the perfect moment. You're in that energetic space. It is also that lunar phase that we're in. But always know that you're being guided, you're being protected, and pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. It's like there's some sort, like something, if there's something that you're wanting to start right now, whenever you're watching this, whether you're watching it when I'm recording it, well, live, it's going to be recorded, and today is July 14th, and the new moon in Cancer. But you may see this reading later on, right? So it may resonate with you later on, whenever you happen to watch it. This is meant to be a timeless reading, but I'm just letting you know. It could be the time point or time frame that I'm mentioning right now, it could be a point of reference for yourself. But if there's something that you really want, it's important for you to pray from the heart, you know, speak from your heart, you know, because your heart is, if you think about it, our heart is the most honest, you know. You can't really lie to the universe. If you have a good heart, the universe will know. If you have an evil heart, the universe will know. But whatever it is that you're worried about, that you're concerned with, you're being asked to pray, to have faith, to have hope, you know, and put whatever it is that you're holding within your heart and just express it in prayer. Whether it's you're praying to whoever your higher source is. It could be God, Allah, I don't know. I don't know about any other religion. Those are the only ones I know. Because I don't study religion. But whoever your higher source is, your higher being, whoever you believe is your God, whoever your God is. But I'm going to go into the book to read this. I love and embrace the magical moment. This magical moment, whenever this moment is for you, whether it's now when you're watching the live stream or now when you're watching the replay. Okay, there are times in every soul's human experience when the perfect energy comes together for all your dreams to come true. You can call it the stars aligning or having a run of good luck. But however your face. I'm sorry. I just like I was reading the stars aligning, and then that's what, because I was listening, I was putting music on, I put a shuffle on, and the first song that came on was Stars Align. So that's why I'm getting emotional for some of you, like this is the perfect moment because everything is in alignment for you. Oh God, I'm sorry. I don't like crying while I'm live. That's why I have the card blocking my face. Oh God, I'm sorry. It just, oh my God, I don't know why I'm crying. Anyway, let me just keep pushing through. Okay. All right, you can call it the stars aligning or having a run of good luck, but however you phrase it, the result is the same. It's pure magic. The truth is, this kind of energy is always available to you. You just aren't aware of how to tap into it. But occasionally, you accidentally shift into the space of manifesting what you truly want, and then there's no stopping you. Nothing can hold you back from the magical life you deserve. I wish I could tell you that this will last forever, but that's not usually the case in the human experience. So here's my advice. Take advantage of this moment, ride the wave. Don't question how and why things are happening. Just allow it all to unfold. Make as many wishes as you can and keep up the faith around each one. Because in the end, that's what this is all about, faith. Now go make magic. I'm sorry. I don't even have tissue or anything. Oh. I don't know if some of you get like that when you see like certain things that are confirmation for you, that they make you emotional. Okay. So let's go to card number 1, which is all is in perfect timing. The doors of opportunity have opened for you, and you're being invited to walk right through. This is the moment that you've been waiting for, and you deserve the goodness that is flowing your way. If you're asking about a situation in the future, I don't know why. Why? Let me stop it. Okay. This is the moment you have been waiting for, and you deserve the goodness that is flowing your way. If you're asking about a situation in the future, then you should take this message to mean that your anticipated timing is perfect. Stay with your current plan. So it's like whatever you're doing, stick with it, you know? Don't give up. Just keep going. This card indicates that there will be great abundance tied to this time. Abundance tied to this timing. It might be related to financial prosperity if that's your plan. It could be that a multitude of happy experiences are in store for you. Perhaps you can expect ample help from others to make your dreams come true. And whatever form this abundance presents itself, oh my gosh, my nose is starting to run too. Accept it and share your gratitude with the divine. I don't know, some of you, if you're starting to see like things falling into place for you, and you could be getting emotional, and you could get emotional in a positive way, like because like something could be happening that you didn't think would happen, and then it actually does, and then it's like you're going to be so happy that you didn't give up, that you kept going, that you kept having the faith, especially if this is something you want to experience, you want to be able to, you want to cry happy tears, then just make sure that whatever you're asking for, whatever you're wishing for, you're praying for, that is coming from your heart, that is aligned with what your highest good is, what you envision for yourself. Just make sure it's coming from an honest and authentic place. 23. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Mana. Thank you, Diamond. Okay, pray from the heart. The power of prayer is incredible. It is an open exchange of communication between the divine and the part of the divine within you. It can heal any challenge and bring forth amazing miracles. That is why you are being called upon now to pray from the heart. When your prayers are focused by your emotions and the intensity of your heart, they have more power than the ones that just come from the mind. The latter is when you say the words out of routine without deeply feeling their meaning. That isn't to say that prayers are ranked by priority level. A sincere plea in desperate times is valued just as much as prayers of gratitude and affirmation. Even a simple request for a parking space can provide instant results when your heart is engaged in the asking. If you are facing a challenge at this time, or if you just want to manifest something magical for yourself, know that prayer is a part of the answer. Make time for your prayer. Make time for your prayer list every day, but don't let it become an empty routine. Be sure to put your heart in it each time. Yeah, so that was the message. Yeah, so make sure to put your heart in it. So whatever it is that you're asking for, it should be coming from that honest and authentic place where your heart is full. And it's not like empty, like you're just saying, oh, I wish I had this, but your heart, you're emotionally detached from whatever it is that you want. Like for some of you, you could have already been doing this, and now it's like everything is going to start aligning for you. And this could be the advice, that if there is something that you want, just ask for it, but make sure it's coming from an honest and authentic place. Make sure that you're emotionally attached to it in a healthy way, not like it says desperate plea, but it's coming from the heart, but it's just more like you're emotionally invested. I would say that's the best way to put it. Instead of emotionally attached, emotionally invested. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be doing yes or no. I'm not answering any questions today. I'm just doing a regular reading. Cornesia, hi. Okay, so I didn't bring much oracle cards, but let me see something. I did a moonology reading earlier today, so I could do that again. Because today is the new moon in Cancer. Earlier I was like, I'm numb. And then I start crying. Okay, let's see what moonology messages you need to know. Which moonology deck is this? Yeah, the moonology messages oracle. Okay, what messages does the collective need to know? Courage, Take a deep breath. That advice is coming a little too late. Take a deep breath. And changes. So you have the blood moon with courage. Take a breath. And changes. There is some of you definitely like, there's something that you may be wanting, that you may be praying for, that it may have taken a lot of courage from you to even muster up the courage to like ask for something that you wanted, you know? Sometimes like when you're about to do something that's scary, you have to take that deep breath, because it's like you have to like puff up your chest and like be ready to to go in, you know, and because there may be certain changes that are needed at this time. Certain changes that are needed to be made on your behalf or maybe in your environment, but they're changes that you're making, or there could be changes that may be happening outside of you that do impact you in some way. Let's say the blood moon. Okay, this card brings you courage. You're halfway through your current battle and you have more left in reserves than you think. Be courageous. Humans often struggle with change. And it's funny that we have there's changes coming and you're definitely going to have to take a deep breath. They're like out there. This is courage. Take a breath. Take a breath. Changes. But humans often struggle with change, but sometimes change is absolutely called for. This may be one of those times. The more you refuse to budge on a situation now, the more painful the outcome may be. Sometimes the brave thing to do is compromise. Keep going and do what it takes, even if you're scared. As long as no one is being harmed, push through and do what you need to do. You're at the end of one cycle and the start of a new one. So it's like being in between worlds. What you don't willingly release now, if you know it has to go, could be ripped from you. So release your grip on a situation. The idea of blood is often a frightening image. However, blood is also a giver of life. Without it, we wouldn't last long. Your situation as it should be. Breathe, which is the next card. Take a breath and then keep on going. So it says, do some shadow work. A change is coming. Don't cling on to the past. A portal of opportunity is opening up. And you know what's funny? Because a portal of opportunity is opening up. And it's all is in perfect timing. Look at that. Leave the past behind now for your own good. All right. Then the next card, take a breath. Where is it? Okay, the word moonstruck sounds dreamy and gorgeous, but in fact, it means someone who's gone a little crazy. Drawing this card means that you may be becoming obsessive or just going too far with regards to whatever situation it is you're asking about. It's like someone who says they're madly in love. Madly, is that really a good idea? This idea comes with a message this card comes with a message to get your feet back on the ground. If you've been a little bit hysterical or histrionic, it's time to pare that back as well. Take a couple of deep breaths. Try to get your situation into perspective. There's nothing to be gained by allowing yourself to be completely and utterly overwhelmed by your emotions. Think of the cycles of the moon. The moon takes a full fortnight to move from new to full. She grows a little in size every day, and as she swells to her beautiful full self, so when you draw this card, you need to allow things to progress at a more appropriate pace. So it says slow down. Being manic, so going crazy ain't gonna help you. It won't help. Being manic won't help. Breathe, drop the drama, and give a situation time to unfold. There are changes definitely coming. And like I said, there could be stuff that's requiring you to be brave and just not try to control the situation, allow things to unfold naturally, but then also like giving yourself a break, you know? Sometimes we could be the drama. It could be whoever you're dealing with, but I'm here with you, so it could be you guys. Some of you are the drama. I'll admit I'm the drama sometimes. Okay, then we're going to changes card. Quick silver moon. Nothing stays the same forever. If you want change, rejoice. If you're clinging onto a situation that may well have run its course, however, then this card is a gentle suggestion to release your grip. Nothing about your situation is currently firmly fixed. That can be a good thing, so stay open. Keep your eyes peeled for signs as well. In particular, notice the next song you hear. Isn't that funny? My fucking ass just broke down with the stars aligning, and then I told you I put that random shuffle on and then the first song that played was Stars Aligned by Lindsey Sterling. That shit, that's what fucked me up, you know? Like, all right. Okay, let's see. All right, notice the next song you hear. Is there a message in it for you about your question? If you're not happy about your situation, the good news is that change is afoot, so don't give up. What seems stuck now could be far more flexible quite soon. If you're hoping to change the course you're on now, this is a sign that you can, so take action. If the idea of change worries you, try to have a little faith in the universe. Set the intention that whatever happens next is happening for your highest good. The fact that nothing lasts forever is a part of this card's message. Events are moving. And it says, change may be inevitable now. Expect good things. You'll get your answer very soon. Ask a wise woman for advice and don't cling to the past. Right? And remember, if nothing else, that things change. And as they say, the moon teaches us that it's okay to go through phases. You know, so, but I feel like with everything that's going on here, whatever you may be praying for, something that you may be needing to release your grip on, because sometimes we could be like, I was saying, we could be emotionally attached. That's why I changed it to most emotionally invested, because attachment has a negative connotation, but investment is, I feel like it aligns more than with the pray from the heart card than attached. Because we know when you're attached to something, that it's like you're latching on to something. And when you latch onto something, it's like it creates stagnation, it creates blockages and stuff, you know? So there may be certain unnecessary changes that you need to make, that you already know you need to make. And that could be something that you could pray for as well. Pray for assistance and guidance and helping you with making those changes for yourself. You know, all right, let me see. I have I keep looking because typically I'm in another room, but somebody's using it right now. I let them use it. So I'm here somewhere else. All right, I see. I'm going into the Dark Moon Oracle. So this is like has to do with shadow work. So let's see what messages you need to know at this time. Because I know the Dark Moon, if you think about it, have you ever seen a dark moon before? I have. And the only thing you could see from the moon itself, and it's basically, I believe it may have been a new moon, but all you could see was, like, imagine this is the moon, but hidden. And then the only thing I could see was the light around it. It was really beautiful. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, and then you're like, what is a new supermoon? You know, supermoons are very large. They're closer to the earth than a micro moon is, and a regular moon. You know, like the supermoon is closer than and looks bigger in the sky than a micro moon does, because the micro moon is farther away from the earth. But that time that I saw the dark moon, it may have been a new moon. That moon was huge. Like, I was like, what am I seeing? And then I realized it was the moon. Look at this reconnection. I don't know, this card reminds me of the Empress. You know? Reconnection 47. That, oh my gosh, that number 47 reduces down to 11. So we have Hecate or Hecate. Yeah, some of you could be, I don't know if some of you are in a dark period right now in your life. Because she's the one that, she connects the people to the underworld. You know, she's connected to the underworld. I had to read the book. So, because I get these goddesses mixed up. And Nyx. Look at that, Nyx. Number 36. So the numbers 47, 33, and 36 may be significant to you. We also have 11, 1, and 23. All right, let me get the book. Reconnection. Whoo-wee. Wait a minute. Recollection. This card represents the energy of when the dark moon slips from Aquarius ahead of the new moon in Pisces. Just like gently flowing water, you can ease into surrender and go with the flow. It's time for you to emotionally reconnect. If you've been too hard on yourself or others lately, admit it, and remember, life will always be sweeter if you let love in. Even if the situation you're dealing with feels miles away from anything remotely loving or compassionate, this card reminds you that love always makes things better. So ask yourself, in your current situation, what would love do? It's time to take down the walls you've built around your heart and allow the flow of compassion, love, and empathy to nourish you once again. There's power in connection, not just with others, but with your own emotions. You've been tough for so long, and now it's time to embrace your vulnerability as a source of strength, not weakness. Let go of the need to stay in control or protect yourself from getting hurt. The more you open yourself up to feeling, the more you invite healing and deeper connection into your life. Sorry, because I hear keys outside and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to get kicked out of here. Okay, additional meanings, be gentler. So let's take a breath, right? Now exhale. This card is asking you to exhale. Trust the process. Recognize that you're at the end of a long cycle and open your heart. Wow. You're at the end of a long cycle. And this is hard. When you're at the end of a cycle and you already know that it's ending and there's nothing, you may try to grip onto something, trying to, but it's meant to be released. It's time to move on. It's that courage where you're exiting an old version or your old life and entering a new life. So it's like you have to be brave. You know, you have to take a breath and allow the changes to flow in. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, Hecate or Hecate. The Greek goddess Hecate is a mistress of magic. Her appearance at life's crossroads. Look at that. You're at a crossroads. Some of you are at a crossroads. Is one of many gifts she has for us. Hecate's guide is her owl, symbolizing wisdom through confusion and darkness. When this card comes up, the path ahead is yours to decide. There's an adventure waiting for you, but it's going to require more than just words or ideas. It's time for action. I'm reading from the book because there could be a message for you in here, you know, and these cards I'm very new to. So as I'm reading it to you, I'm also learning the cards at the same time. But there could be a message in the guidebook that you need to hear. You are magical and you need to use your powers to make a choice and move forward. Explore the unknown. Now is the time to stop talking and start doing. Take that bold step forward, trusting that the road will reveal itself as you go. Aligned here with Sagittarian energy, Hecate reminds you that the answers lie not just in thinking, but in walking the path, even when it's unclear. This is where the courage has to come in. She governs the shadow, the dark side of the unknown, but in doing so, she brings clarity and guidance. This moment is about claiming your own power to move through uncertainty. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it's yours to create. Take the leap and trust that action will lead you where you need to go. Additional meanings: make a decision, stop talking, start doing, trust your intuition, use your magic, and be bold. Then we have next. Like, definitely at a crossroads, some of you. But this is like where you really need to reconnect to yourself. You know? Connect to yourself. I feel like I keep hearing keys. I don't know if you hear it too. Okay, 36. Next, embrace the mystery. Yeah, because you don't know what's on the other side of this path you're leaving behind and you're entering, you know, this portal, this portal you're entering that you don't know what's on the other side of it. It looks like there's abundance leading you down abundance, you know, like walk into the light, you know, what they tell spirit when you like, don't go into the light. It's like, yes, go into the light. Allow these changes to come in, you know. Nyx is the Greek goddess of the night and mystery, embodying the power of darkness as a space for intuition, insight, and transformation. Right now, you may feel scared and lost. The path ahead seems unclear, and you're uncertain where you. The path ahead seems unclear, and you're uncertain where to go or what comes next. But Nyx is here to remind you that you don't need to have all the answers right now. Nyx has the power of precognition, the ability to see beyond the veil and offer glimpses of what's to come, and aligns the Piscean energy. Your message is that the darkness surrounding you right now isn't something to fear. It's a space where you can connect with your intuition, where you can reconnect to your intuition. Where secrets and insights are waiting to be revealed. And it's part of the path that leads to a better future, believe it or not. Nyx asks you to trust that what you need will come when the time is right. In the stillness of the dark, your subconscious mind is working and visions of the future are starting to shape. Let go of fear and lean into the mystery. What you need to know will reveal itself in time. And other meanings: embrace the mystery, use your intuition as your guide, don't be afraid of the darkness, pay attention to your dreams, and release fear. Release fear. Be courageous. Be brave. Be brave with these changes, facing these changes, going down this path. Uncharted territory for you because you don't know what's on the other side of it. But think of all the other times that you've started something new and you didn't know what was going to happen, but somehow, because it was meant to, it worked out for you. So this is no different than any other time. I think that as we get older, as though we try to be more spiritual, more optimistic and stuff, but I feel like the more negative experiences we have, they create this fear within us because we know not only what good could come to a situation, but we know what bad could come too, and we focus more on the negative because we know how we get impacted emotionally and psychologically by something not working out the way we hope. You know, like something we were optimistic about, you know, like we could see everything good that can happen, but then we also know what bad can happen. And then that can discourage us. But right now it's important for you to remain courageous, to be brave. And you know what they say, you even win when you lose, you know, because you gain understanding, you gain knowledge, you gain wisdom, you gain experience. So all those other times too that you experience failure or you know, a change that probably wasn't one that you were hoping it turned out different than you had expected or hoped. You learn, you moved on from it, you learn from it, but you still you hold on to the having to recover from the disappointment. You know, I think we constantly think about our feelings, like how something's gonna make us feel if it goes wrong. But then I think we need to be more focused on how will we feel when it goes right, when everything goes, it works out even better than we anticipated. Instead of focusing on the like, oh God, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna feel like this or that. You know. Okay, let me see. I want to see what is. Can we get some messages for the collective? I mean, let's see. Let's find out about this. Past, the nostalgia, 5 of Swords. Yeah. It's basically what I'm saying right now, because you got the 6 of Pentacles. We look at the past and then we see how we ended up getting hurt. Like even the conflict, it doesn't mean like it has to be a physical hurt, but it could be an emotional hurt, disappointment, sadness. But then it could have been also the conflict, the impact that whatever we experienced in the past has made on us, or the impression it's left us with whenever we try to do something that's different than what we're used to. But I feel like if there's something that you know that you have to change, or there's changes coming, you have to remain, I want to say stoic. You have to be stoic, you know? You have to remain grounded, confident. I feel like this is more so emotions than anything, because if the pentacles, like water and earth are the opposites of each other. You know, water is emotional, earth it's nurturing, right? You could nurture, they need each other. Water and earth need each other, but earth it could stagnate you or it could allow you to grow, right? If the way you pour and plant into it. But for what I'm getting though is that it's important for you to remain grounded, you know, and that could be with the reconnection too. That some of you may need to try some things to ground yourself. So some of you could be near water, go near like go to a garden, a park, be around a tree, grass, anywhere, nature, just be in nature to help ground you as you're like navigating or going through this transition, this change that, you know, because with the 9 of Cups, it's like also to focus more on the positive feelings, like the wish being fulfilled, how you would feel. And that ties with the pray from the heart, because like say if there's something you're trying to manifest, they say that you have to not only envision it, but you also have to imagine how you would feel if you were to actually, if you were in whatever your manifestation is. Like if you were in the perfect job, if you had how would you decorate the perfect home? Or the way you would dress if you had the body you wanted, or whatever, you know, like that. It's just like, but you had to imagine how you would feel too, like how good you would feel with whatever your wish would be. And I think that's where the pray from the heart connects to this too, because you could be grounded, stable, secure, right? But then emotionally fulfilled, or imagine the emotional fulfillment you would experience with whatever it is that you're hoping to manifest for yourself. You're praying from the heart for whatever your wish, your desire is. Let me see what else comes out. I had a 6 of Swords and a Queen of Swords. Yeah, some of you have to make this decision. And it may, like for some of you, if it's hard for you to really, if you feel like you had to be in two minds, because sometimes it's like a head over heart decision, then if it's difficult for you to like manage your emotions, to even ground yourself, then why try detaching? Try that in a way, you know, and the detachment period is in a period where you kind of give yourself a reset, you know, because if you have to, there's something that you have to leave behind, something that has been causing you some sort of discomfort, has been disturbing your peace, then you have to make a just and fair, honest decision for yourself about moving on. You know, you have to focus on moving towards peace if you feel like you're not in peace, you know. But it's also about being clear with yourself. I'm going to take out the emotional detachment. Some people need to do that just so that they can start to see things clearer, not allow their emotions to cloud their judgment, cloud your judgment, right? But this could be like there is a clear decision that needs to be made, and you're the only person that can make it for yourself. And for some of you, it may have to do with your peace. You could be in a situation where your peace is disturbed and you may be needing to move on, and there are certain changes that you need to make. But like I said, you have to make that decision yourself. There may be something that you need to detach from. There may be a person that you need to detach from. It could even be a belief system that no longer serves you, that is interrupting your peace, you know? Because you remember, our thoughts create our emotions, you know? So if you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to be inciting negative emotions. See what else comes out. The Fool card and the Seven of Cups. That's so funny that two cards came out, the Fool and the Seven of Cups. The Fool, he takes risks. He doesn't, or she, if you see her there, they take risks. They don't really think about things, but they do. I imagine though, the Fool will follow. You know, I'm trying to think about this, like, because the Seven of Cups is, maybe some of you have to look at things from a, different perspective, with a new set of eyes. Imagine it's something that you are learning, or a decision that you have to make, but you're going to have to take your situation out of it. Maybe you have to think of something as if like it's someone else's problem. Like, take yourself out of the situation and imagine, like, okay, if I was talking to a friend and they had this issue, what would I say to them? What advice would I give to them? And that's something that you may need to do for yourself with whatever this decision is, whatever this change is, you know? I don't know if some of you have experienced self-sabotage, and some of you maybe, or there could have been deceptive energies around you too. With the Seven of Swords and the Four of Swords at the bottom. But I feel like if there has been some sort of, some of you may need to take a break from something that you feel like, the Seven of Swords, it could be like self-sabotage, right? It could be, you could be dealing with somebody who could have been sabotaging you. It could also be taking your power back, right? Because I like to look at it as like Six of Swords, but then you in the traditional tarot, you see somebody's running, but they're looking back. It's like they went back to get something that they were taking something back that belonged to them, but they're looking back like, are they chasing me? That's how I look at that card sometimes, you know, depending on what's around. With the Seven of Swords, it's like some of you are like laying you're putting all your truths, you're laying your truths out for yourself, you know? You're looking at everything you've experienced in the past, even your own belief systems, your thoughts, ideas about it, and now you're needing to take some sort of break, but then from whatever it is. But I see Four Swords, so there may be three things that need to be gone, and you will know what those three things are. Because with the Four Swords, this is where you're resting, you're taking a break. This is another way of detaching too. It's like you're on ice. But then with this break, this is what, like the Ten of Cups, this is what's on the other side of that. I don't know what that break is. Hi, Alpha. How are you? Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Two of Swords. So there may be, there's definitely conflict. I don't know if there's like a conflict with like making a decision, or it could be a conflict with someone else that you may be experiencing, and this is what's inciting the need for change, or you having that realization that a change needs to be made, but it's a matter of making the decision, you know? Like, what's gonna bring you fulfillment? What's gonna make you feel abundant, like you have everything you need? Look at that. Look at this. At the bottom of the deck was the Ten of Pentacles with the Page of Wands and then Ten of Cups. Look at that. It's like whatever you decide on, it's going to be your truth. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Wands takes action, inspired action. You know, it's young energy because it's new, changes. You're entering something new. There's something changing. Oh God, I know how hard it is to fucking change, to make changes. I fucking know. Oh my gosh, I know. It's easier. I mean, it's easier when you're the one initiating changes, but when there's other things going on and other people that are a part of it, it makes it so freaking complicated and stressful, because you don't know how this change that you may be wanting to bring is going to impact people, and even maybe how they look at you because of this change that you want to make. But the thing is, in reality, the truth is going to come out. Because if there's something that you need to change, or there's something that a change that you may be needing to initiate, you're going to find out how people really are. You're going to see how they react to this change. And depending on their reaction, that's going to let you know if those are your people, and that you should move on, or if those are your people and you're just going to have this new, different dynamic with them, you know? Because I see the Ten of Pentacles. So it could be with work. It could be with your family. The Page of Wands is somebody who is young, doing something new. Maybe some of you feel like you're taking some sort of risk, making this decision, you know, taking this action. But then it's like, it might be necessary, because it may be bringing more harmony and peace. More harmony and peace for you. And even for the people around you too, because like, say if your energy has been off in some way, it could be affecting the energy around you too. So, you know, if there's any resentment or bitterness existing within you, and something may be bubbling up, that's your sign to, like, at least take control. You know, take a breath before you make or say anything that you know needs to be said, in order to incite or cause some sort of change. But then you'll know whether this is going to be a new beginning with wherever you are. It could be work, a relationship, it could be family. Like, if you want to make changes within your home, your family home, how things are run in your family, or whatever, however that resonates with you. But it's like, you're going to be planting new seeds, and you're going to either see if it's something you should stay in or something you should leave, so that you can start over, you know? I don't know if this has to do with money too. It could do with money. So you could want to do a creative project too. And that could be why it's hard to make this change, because of the impact it may have on your family, especially if you're someone who is responsible for finances and you wanted to take some sort of risk. But the thing is, as long as you're happy and fulfilled, whatever it is that you're wanting to change, it's going to work out, because it's what's right for you. It aligns with you. It's coming from your heart, and it may be the right moment for you Let's do it. Because there may be some sort of opportunity that's coming to you that you can't let pass by. And you have to think about how will you feel if you let the opportunity pass by, not how other people will feel because you're taking an opportunity, because this is your opportunity, regardless of what it is, how it resonates with you. Okay. So I'm going to end that reading right there. But regardless, it's like Ace of Pentacles. It's like a seed is going to be planted. But as long as you're being true to yourself and you're following your own path, and allowing yourself to be in this energy too, even if it's like, it feels like it's dark, it's scary, but they usually say you're doing something right. If you're afraid, it's because you're doing something right. Except if you're going to go meet up with somebody to have sex. No, if you're scared, don't go. If you're getting like the anxious, don't go. It's not worth it, you know. But if there's something else that you know it's what you want and it aligns with you, then you have to give yourself that chance, at least to try, at least because you don't know like how successful it will be for you. Whew. Put these cards over here. What's a moving target? Oh, okay. Oh. Let me see. Yeah, I know. I even have to make that. I think this is a collective thing because I'm hearing this in other readings too. And I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm reading the same energy. I'm getting confirmation from other readers. And some readers I'm not subscribed to. That's the thing. I'm not subscribed. And I see a reading, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, let me listen to this. And I'm like, oh my God, she basically did the exact same reading I did in the weekend. And I'm like, wow. I was like, this shit, I'm like, seeing those readings, and then I'm like, wow. Even though some of those, I feel like some of those readers, and it's not better, Tanya, like I'm talking to myself right now, they're not better than me. But I like how they can just say things very quickly. I feel like sometimes I'm a little slow, you know? But I think it's because I'm weighing my words very carefully. And also, I try to read the situation. Different situations and readings, too, you know? Also, I'm not saying other people don't take it seriously, but I feel like they're more comfortable. I'm still getting comfortable with doing this, you know? I'm still getting comfortable being like on camera with tarot cards because I know that not, you know, how people, but yeah, you have to think about whenever you're making a decision, we have to think about ourselves first, because if it's something that we really want, then we got to think about, okay, the impact. But then there's like, are there any precautionary, like, is there any way that you could prepare for those anticipated changes that may be stopping you from doing something because you think it might affect somebody? But then the thing is, like, why do we have to think about other people? Only when we have children. I definitely think that when we have children, we do have to think about them. But children, just as long as they have everything they need, their love, your nurturing, your support, your food, shelter, and whatever entertainment they like, they're good. They're adaptable. But it's more so like, I think of the adults in our lives, the ones that would judge us. You know, are you sure you want to do that? You know, what if you fail? You know, like, yeah, children are so adaptable. They're so adaptable and resilient too. No, I'm not saying we should put our children through stressful situations, you know? Like, yeah, you're resilient, you get over it. No, but certain things, yeah, and I think too, like as parents, we have to think about how we're experiencing changes, but also how we're showing our kids how the experience of change. Because if we're like getting like anxious and worried and complaining and then doing this and that, and they hear this basically teaches them to be the same way, you know? So we're in a way instilling children to be afraid of change too when they're adults. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the devil card came out. Alpha, your card came out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alpha. Oh. Your daughter, how old is she? Is she 7 now? Is she gonna be 7? Did she turn 7 yet? Yeah. Because I'm like, I was gonna say no, but I'm like, that's a little too young to have her own phone, you know? Okay, so I was thinking, I was like, maybe you could get her a phone. Okay. Okay. If that's the only way you can to keep in touch with her, then you have to do what you have to do. The thing is, though, her mother, you know, you do have to talk about that with her mother, you know, because I know the situation between you and your BM, your baby mama, not your bowel movement. I'm okay, be lying. I'm okay. This new moon, I was fine earlier. I was like, I'm numb, and then earlier, in the beginning of this live stream, I started crying. I'm like, why am I crying? I'm strong. Strong people cry too. Okay, happy belated birthday to baby Alpha, baby Alpha. I know your daughter's a Leo. You're welcome. See, I remember birthdays. Okay. 6:03. Why? Like, this app has been playing music autoplay. I don't want autoplay. Even though it's playing a song called Peace, but I don't want autoplay on settings. Show Alexa. I don't want Alexa. I don't want autoplay. No. Okay, there. I just changed the setting. Okay. Oh, that's too. Oh, her birthday's in 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, her birthday's in August? That's a little too early to celebrate a birthday. I know, like, we have like this little, what do you call it? No. Superstition about celebrating birthdays. At least my family does. We're like, no, we don't celebrate the day of the birthday or after. You know? I was like, okay, that's what I learned. Okay, wait, then why you said 2 weeks? That's next week. Right? Right? It's next week. Wait, next Saturday. No, so 2 weeks from when you celebrated. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Now I see. Yeah, I looked at the calendar. I'm a very visual person, you know. Okay. Like, I tried to decide what else, because I didn't bring much oracle cards. I didn't bring my cheese mag cards with me. I thought I was gonna be doing this from home. Did I even? What? I don't. I can answer yes or no questions because I brought the yes or no deck. Does anybody have a yes or no question? So I did the other reading. You see the sunlight is peeking through? Does anybody have a yes or no question? Oh my gosh, Rob, why are you always asking about people being fired? This is the last time I'm answering questions about somebody getting fired for you, Rob. Well, what EB? I don't know who EB is. How is EB connected to you? I don't know if EB is gonna get fired. Oh my gosh, Rob. I don't want to answer that question. No, it's not too far for me to visit, but it's gonna cost me money to go visit. And I'm trying to save my money for August. Don't worry, I looked it up. I was looking at the train, the Amtrak. But also, I don't think it'll be a good idea for me to go meet guys. Going interstate to meet a dude. This is where Oxygen and Dateline 48 Hours episodes are created. Okay, but this is the last time I'm answering any questions about people being fired. Why are you rolling your eyes, Alpha? Okay. I saw your message, Rob. Let me see. Will EB get fired? Will EB get fired? It's saying no. And the first card that came out, and I was like, let me say it out loud. It said no too. Yeah, it's no. It's saying no. But think about this. If that company doesn't do well under her, then that will be your justice because she will end up losing her job because of a company not performing well or not doing well. Because sometimes justice is not always the way you want to see it. The universe decides. The person's actions decides. Yeah. Oh, Rob doesn't. Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah. I had to hold back because I'm like, you have to say it. I'm like, yeah, look at the Wheel of Fortune. Alpha, shut up. Sometimes it's hard because we don't know. Hmm. Okay. I don't think firing is always going to be the the justice, you know. There could be something else that may happen for her, you know. But it's also like if the person even has a conscience. I believe that's how karma works. Yeah, you have to leave it because you have an idea of what you think is karma, but that's not how it works. You have to leave it to the universe. Yeah. Because you know what's the worst thing? If you get put in a higher position, but then you're demoted. You know, that's embarrassing. You know? Yeah. That will be embarrassing. Okay, does anybody else have a yes or no question they'd like to ask? No questions? Okay. Oh my God. I don't know you. I don't know you, Alpha. You don't know me either. You may end up on a daylight episode because of me. Remember I told you about my ex? Yeah, but I did not know you. And I was like, I'm far away from home. I want to come home in one piece, not in pieces. Okay. I'm too chicken shit to do that, to be meeting anybody. I have to like be people on my turf, you know? Okay, let's see. Okay, I had to take somebody out. Why do people put weird messages like that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm doing a love reading right now. Focused on money. I'm currently focusing on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability. Tears, when I think about you, I cry. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. When I get kind of focused on the money, is like I feel like somebody is distracting themselves with work, because of all this. Like, I'm attracted to you. You turn me on, you know. But when I think about you, I cry, you know. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic. Let me see what this is. Focused on money. Who is this person that's focused on money? Three of Wands, Knight of Wands. It could be a fire sign energy. Who's working on building their stability. Yeah, but they also have a lot of responsibilities. So yeah, financial, yeah, career and finances. Definitely that, you know, because you see a lot of fire energy. So this could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, or it could just be somebody who is very passionate, a go-getter, somebody who goes after what they want, or someone who has a lot of energy, a lot of drive, especially if they're focused on money. So this person could have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of financial responsibilities, even personal responsibilities. Their work could be something could be physically exhausting too. Three of Wands, but this is somebody who is, you know, who may be younger. I don't know, because the Knight of Wands is younger energy. So for some of you, it could be a younger fire sign or younger energy that's very fiery. Like I said, it doesn't have to be that specific sign, but it could just be somebody who is very goal oriented. They go after what they want. They have a lot of drive, ambition, but they're still building and working on their personal stability. You know, that's something, because the Three of Wands, it comes before the Four of Wands. So I think this person is working on building their stability, you know, which is the Four of Wands. Why is this person, what does this person think about that has them in tears? Why is this person crying? I know why I was crying. Stars align. So tears. When I think about you, I cry. Why is this person crying when they think about you? Seven of Wands, you may have blocked them. They probably feel like they can't really talk to you or approach you. That you may be sticking to yourself. Maybe you're isolating yourself from them. You're not wanting to interact with them. Wow, that's too many cards. Because you got the Virgo and Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about someone who has put up some sort of boundaries, and I guess someone may be very protective of themselves right now. Maybe trying to protect their energy, their space. They feel like that something has ended. Like maybe there was something that they did or said to you that caused you some sort of disappointment, and now they may be sad and depressed about it. It could have been something that they did in the past, and there's some sort of regret with that. you know? I don't know. If there was something that they could have done, they could have said. And they may feel like that your connection with them is over. Like you're done with it. Okay. Like, yeah, you may be protecting your energy, maybe want to be alone. And this person is feeling, you know what? I wonder if this person did this to you, and now, if this is you, that you feel like you have put up boundaries against this person, they're now feeling what you felt. But the thing is this over though? It depends. Because we got the Page of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. So it depends if this person is willing to admit to something, maybe even apologize if they disappointed you in some way. Maybe now they understand that they've disappointed you. It depends, and they want to work, they want to put in the work. They're willing to put in the work, the effort. Now, you're so smart. Okay. How will the collective know if this is them, that they're so smart? Who is this smart person? Since I'm reading this as you're the smart person, let's see if this narrows it down for you. So you know this is your reading. You would already know because of what I said. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Six of Wands. That came on the reverse. You look at this, the Hangman. So you got Pisces in your chart. Who is the smart person? Six of Wands. You're someone who's experienced some sort of, yeah, you're definitely very intelligent. You could be an air sign, or you could just be someone who speaks the truth. You impart truth. You're very honest. You're clear. You're very logical too. Very honest and logical. You spit facts. You could be someone that has experienced some level of success. You have achievements under your belt. Oh wow. We have the King of Wands. So some of you have fire sign energy, right? Or you may be in this, like maybe this person's like, maybe looks at you, put you in a pedestal. They probably see you as somebody that's above them in some way, because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. But then also you have Scorpio energy too. So you could have a Scorpio in your chart. You could have experienced some sort of ending with either a fire or air sign, or just somebody who embodies both those energies. Maybe they're like very passionate but also intelligent too. But I feel like I'm asking you. I feel like you either have fire or air in your chart, or you have Scorpio in your chart. You experience some sort of success. Six of Wands is Leo energy, so you could have Leo in your chart. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but usually the King of Wands is Leo energy. The Swords is Aquarius, but could be Gemini or Libra as well. They like the way you speak. They like the way you look. They like your energy. Definitely like your energy. I think you may even inspire this person too. This person may admire you. This person could have already told you that too. They may have told you that you're smart. They admire you. They like the way you talk. They like the way you think. The way you look. I feel like in some ways, because emotional, and I'm afraid to truly open up to you, being raw, authentic with my emotions is something I'm working on. I looked at the bottom of the deck. I see 8 of Cups. So this person could be You could have walked away from this person. This person could have walked away from you. Or this could be the fear. Because this could have been of somebody that you've had an ending with the death card. I don't know if this person has like just disappointed you in different ways with the Eight of Cups. I don't know if they did something to you that just like caused you to have some sort of shocking realization, like it collapsed, like whatever foundation you felt like you were building with this person, if there ever was a foundation, and you may have realized that, yeah, it was time to make a change. It was time to do things differently. You turning your back on this person probably shocked the hell out of them. They probably weren't expecting this change. I think that's why they're in tears. That's why they're in tears. If you look at the Judgment card, those cards came out. Six of Pentacles with the Five of Wands, Page of Swords. I don't know if with the Six of Pentacles is like showing that, I don't know where like when I look at this in love situations, it's usually like somebody felt like they were being breadcrumbed or somebody felt like they were overgiving. And that caused some sort of conflict, you know? And if somebody could be, that could be the shocking realization for this person too, that they have an understanding that maybe they weren't giving enough or they weren't contributing enough. They weren't giving you enough time, energy. They were focused more on work and other things, but they really didn't make time for you. And that you were like, well, you know, if I'm not a priority, if I'm not important, if I'm not considered in anything, you know, and you have to be in some sort of relationship or connection with this person. Or maybe, I don't know what kind of situation, because, you know, sometimes we could feel entitled to that even if we're in a situationship. And I have to say that sometimes we have that. We feel that we're entitled to certain things, even though a relationship isn't valid, you know, a valid relationship. But I wonder if that's what it is. Like someone felt like they either didn't give enough or that they were breadcrumbing somebody, or somebody gave too much. And there could have been, that caused some sort of conflict. And somebody had that clarity within themselves, or maybe this person is having that clarity themselves. They're seeing why and how they've caused some sort of disappointment to you. So emotional intimacy. What is this emotional? I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Why is this person afraid to open up to the collective? They're afraid that you're that you're gonna reject them. I feel like because you see that they have disappointed you so much that then now they're gonna try to bring some sort of change that you may reject them. You know, it could be that maybe I don't know if they made you feel abandoned, unworthy. We got the Page of Wands coming out. So they want to make some sort of gesture or take some sort of, no, they want to take some sort of action towards you, because they're watching you. They may be watching, waiting for the right moment to take some sort of action towards you. But then, of course, they're in the hangman mode. They may be in this period, like, they may have put themselves in this, maybe they do want to, like, let me see. I see the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They want to take some sort of action towards you because they see the truth. They know the truth. They want to tell you the truth. I don't know if they were hiding something. This person could have been not telling you something. There's something that they want to tell you, communicate to you. They may be trying to figure out a way to do that. They're not sure if you're going to be accepting. I don't know if they... I'm afraid to treat it. I don't know if this person did something that they're ashamed of, and it could be something that they did in the past. It could be something that they did when they were younger. And that's why there could be some sort of emotional block. Maybe this person it's hard for them to be emotionally invested or be emotionally intimate but they distract themselves with work. You could be the person that was in tears, but it just kind of reminded me of yesterday's reading. But I feel like it could be this person because they could be having some sort of regret about something that they did or didn't do. And they're wanting to communicate. They want to come to you and communicate. What did this person do? What does this person do? I don't know if they were juggling you with another person, but they have focused on money. Maybe they were juggling responsibilities. Like I said, for some of you, if you were in a connection with them, they probably did not prioritize you. Like they had other things on the top that were top priority, and you were on the bottom of that list. You see the foot? You were at the very bottom of that list. It was like you were insignificant. Wow, that's so fucked up. Some of you could be a water sign energy. I don't know, this person's like, wow, I treated a Queen of Cups like that? I treated a Queen of Cups like she was nothing. Remember, you could switch the roles. This could be your energy. And now they have to live with that. They're stuck in their head about it. Yeah, somebody that was a person of value with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, independent energy, solo energy. Now you're out free. Ooh. Let me see. I'm going to put all the cards back. I want to see what the outcome is in this. Gosh. You don't know if this is your person. If there were somebody that was very hard to open up to you. Okay, what is the most likely outcome in this situation with the card flip? Justice. This is like reminding me of that reading from yesterday. What is the most likely outcome? Yeah, somebody's going to come forward, try it's the air sign energy. Somebody's just wanted to come forward, speak their truth, take some sort of decisive action to bring balance to a situation. Yeah, it's interesting. Hangman. But why the fuck the Hangman? There may be, this person's seeing things. Oh yeah, they're seeing things from a different perspective. Now they're seeing things from a different perspective. They're seeing the truth of the matter, and they want to bring things, fairness to the situation. Yeah, they may be trying to manifest you. So the moon card. This person may be thinking about you at night. I don't know if this person is trying to manifest some sort of commitment or with you. For some of you, I don't know if some of you had some sort of issue about getting married or talks about marriage or something like that, because the Hierophant is marriage card, and justice with the Hierophant, that's like giving me like justice of peace energy. Somebody maybe want to get married, or now they want to be more committed and wanting a new beginning, wanted to restart the connection, revive the connection. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they want to come together with you. They want to, yeah, that's their wish. They want to heal the situation. They want to nurture the situation. Yeah, this is reminding me of the reading from yesterday. You know, I don't know, like how long you've been dealing with this person. It could have been 7 months. 7 years will be too long. But you know, like some people, they stay in situations for very long. I heard someone talking about she was waiting for somebody 14 years or something. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, and have fun. Hope make sure she doesn't do what she did again. I'm surprised you're giving her another chance. But it's like whatever they've already invested, they don't want it to go to waste. They want to heal the situation because too much time and effort was already put into something. And to let it go to waste would be a shame. To let it fall apart, would be a shame. They're not going to give up. They're not going to give up. You know what's funny? Because they got the 9 of Wands, right? They're not going to give up. They're not going to give up. This is not the way they want it to end. This is not the way they want it to end. You know, they want to revive the connection. They want to bring it back to life. Now I'm thinking about the Evanescence song. Wake me up inside. Come, wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. That's the most likely outcome. Whoever this is, they don't want to give up on the situation. Whoever this reading's for, I hope it works out for you in the best way possible. I truly do. I truly do. So we had air sign, we had water sign, we had earth sign energy, we have fire sign energy. Mostly fire and air with the king and the of wands and the king of swords. We have Scorpio energy, and then Scorpio came out again with the tower and judgment at the bottom of the deck. Justice is Libra, magician is Gemini, hermit is Virgo. We had the page of wands, that's fire sign energy. And we had the page of swords, air sign energy. So it's a lot of air, a lot of fire. But yeah, a lot of air and fire. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very interesting. Have you spoken to her since then? Remember the 7 of Pentacles card and it showed a pregnant woman? And it says, have my kids. That's the second time I've seen that card while I was shuffling. So definitely some of you, that person may be like, wow, you're attractive, you're smart, I could talk to you, and I wouldn't mind having babies with you. start with that reading. Oh yeah, I remember you said that's how you met her. You met her on Valentine's Day when you were DJing. See, I remember. I have good memory. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's a curse. I remember November 12th, 2001 at 12:34 p.m. You called me a bitch. They always make that joke about Scorpios, but I remember everything. I remember everything. I remember how you made me feel. I remember what I wore. I remember what color my shit was that day. I remember everything. Just joking. I don't remember that. I'm not trying to remember that much information. Yeah, but that's gonna be interesting for you. I want to know what happens. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be awkward. I hit my tooth. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, I gotta be heading home soon. It's still so sunny outside and I gotta go home. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Alpha. It's her loss. But you haven't spoken to her since? No, you say you haven't spoken to her yet. I don't know. That's why I'm like careful with who I make plans with, because I can't be doing that. Like flaking out like that, especially when money is involved. I don't fuck around with people's money. You know? I don't do that. Time, money, very valuable. Oh yeah. Ugh. Yeah, don't even say hi to her. Don't even, okay? Don't even acknowledge her. Okay? I would say that. If she sees you, let her approach you. That's my advice. You don't have to take my advice. That's what I would do. Like, you don't want to talk to me? Fuck you, bitch. Even if it's a man, I would say, fuck you, bitch. You know? Don't drink. Get somebody else to get you a drink. Why are you going there anyway? Are you going there to see her? The way she's there? I'm not judging. I'm curious. Okay. Okay. So you're gonna see her on, let me see, Friday, you said. Oh, I hope your event goes well. Okay. So I hope your event goes well on Friday. I saw that the weather in Seattle was so nice. I was like, that's the weather just makes me want to go over there. But again, I'm like, I already did the things that I wanted to do. And then like, I mean, there's other stuff I like to do, but I kind of want to go with somebody. I know, you know, bring somebody like my son or something. One of my sons with me. Can't go hiking by myself, you know. I don't know how, as a woman, I don't know how a woman could do that. I'm not, we should be able to do whatever we want to do, but I'm too scared to, because first of all, what if I get lost? What if I get hurt? You know, there ain't gonna be nobody with me, and then I'm gonna have to, like, depend on the kindness of strangers. What are you talking about? What are you talking about that song? Anyway, I'm going to be ending this live stream. I've ended the reading already. I thank you all so much for being here. It's hot to you, right? In New York, we have, you know, apparently, depending on where you are in the world, hot is different, you know? Like for me, hot is 80 plus. Yes, see? For me, like I saw it's like 70 degrees, and I'm like, that's perfect. That's perfect for me. Let me see. Because I have a 79. See? But okay, you got the 80s next week. Yeah. That's hot for me. Like I like the 70-degree weather. That's nice, you know? I don't want to be thinking about where your sweat is going. It could go anywhere, you know? All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Pervert. I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening ahead, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, everyone. Sending you lots of love and light. Bye. Perverts.